AM FM Talkback.
Hi, I'm Steve Hamley, and welcome back to The Line, where we give you the opportunity to talk back with your comments about London's radio. Also coming up later, we've got another chance for you to win a tenner in the competition. But first, more of your messages.
Hello, Steve. I'm Terry. I live in Dulwich, South East London. I've heard an oldies station called Radio Mi Amigo testing on a Saturday afternoon on 104.2. And I think they're going to come on one night this week, from what I've heard. Anyway, a mate of mine tells me that. It might be worth a listen. I think they're going to sort of try and, as it were, fill a gap left by Capital Gold when they actually go off for sports Saturday afternoon. Might be worth a listen sometime. Cheers, mate.
Yes, hello. It's Steve from Sittingbourne here. Whilst the Caroline boat was off, it gave me an opportunity to listen to some of the other stations that were on, and one which was particularly good, I thought, was Coast AM. The guy on Weekend Breakfast, Bob Mower, I believe his name, from what I can understand, used to be the breakfast show presenter on Q102 in London up until just after Christmas, before he joined Coast. There's also an excellent rock show on there 7 nights a week, hosted by ex-Caroline man Brian Martin. It's a good little station, well worth a listen, so it might be worth recommending it to your listeners.
This is Peter G. I can't pick up Stomp FM anymore because of Raiders FM. I wish Raiders FM would move somewhere else, because we in Croydon are suffering because we can't pick Stomp FM up.
We also heard from Andy of Finsbury Park, who didn't want us to use his voice, who asked if anyone was tuning into WNK. I can't see the point of bothering with the station when there are so many unlicensed stations on the air doing the same thing, 24 hours a day. SLR includes many of the DJs who used to be on WNK. I wonder why they didn't rejoin the station. If you'd rather we didn't use your voice, do let us know. There are 3 ways to get your message on AM/FM Talkback. By phone, call 0426 911 573. It'll cost you the price of a local call anywhere in the UK, or leave a message at the end. If you prefer to write, here's our address: AM/FM Talkback, PO Box 758, London E17 4RJ. That's AM/FM Talkback, PO Box 758, London E17 4RJ. We'd love to hear from you, whether you want to comment on something another caller said, give your views on the news, or plug your show. Or maybe you've got a question about London's radio that you'd like us to answer. Now, onto the competition. Last week we asked you to name 3 DJs on Capital Radio who've worked on pirate stations in London. First out of the bag with the right answer was Jason Boardman, who chose Paul McKenna, Tim Westwood and Pete Tong. One of the people left in the bag recorded this message.
Hello, Steve, it's Carl. I'll have a guess. I think it might be Pete Tong. What's my name? Pete Tong, Tim Westwood and Chris Forbes. Am I right? If you've got the Starpoint mailing address, I could need the £20 to get back on, funny enough. Cheers.
This week you can win a £10 note if you can tell us the frequency Sunrise AM are broadcasting on. We'll be back with the answer and more of your talkback messages on Tuesday night.
Copyright 2024 AM/FM.